Hello, good morning everyone. Today on this new Marker Plus tutorial we are going to review how to filter signals when price is above or below any line painted by any indicator. This line on the left is Ninjatrader 7, on the right Ninjatrader 8. On the example for Ninjatrader 7, this is a VWAP, volume weighted average price. This is a very useful line, mostly used for support and resistance, and we are going to create a filter that when price is over the line we want to go long, and when price is below the line we want to go short. On Ninjatrader 8 we are going to review the same example but using a TMA. So to start creating this filter we need two values, the value of the price and the value of the line. So let's start with Ninjatrader 7. We need to use the copy indicator. We are going to copy the VWAP line. So we need to configure the input series, select the indicator. This indicator don't has parameters, and we assign a name, any name to this variable, for example VWAP. At the bottom we get this blue line which is the copy of the VWAP. We can place it over the price so we can see that both lines overlap. Now we need the price. We can on this example we are going to use the close. We have much more options, like for example we can look at the low of the bar to be over the line, so this bar is not following that rule. And for the shorts we can look at the high of the bar to be below the line, so this bar is not following that rule. But to make it more simple we are looking only at the close for this example. On this example the close is over the line, so this bar follows the rule. So now we need to copy the close with the copy indicator, assign a name, for example close, and on input series we don't need to set anything because the default value is the close, but we can set any other variable, like for example the low or the high, as we saw on the previous comment. Now we get this blue line at the bottom with the value of the close of each bar. As I don't want it painted, we can hide the line with the show line input parameter. And now we need the distance between the close and the line. For that we use the crossover indicator XO, where we set the line number 1 is the close, the line number 2 is the VWAP, and the result is a histogram with the difference between close and VWAP with a default name of my delta, but on this example I will use close versus VWAP. By default it is also painting signals each time there is a crossover, like these arrows. But for this example, we don't need crossover signals. So we can go again to the indicator properties and avoid to paint signals. We only need the histogram. When it is positive, we want to go long. We want to allow long signals. When it is negative, we want to allow short signals. Now, how we configure this filter into markers? On markers, marker plus, we go to the filters condition, enable the filters, and then we have to set two variables, one for longs, another for shorts. The name of the variable is the histogram, is close versus VWAP. We can copy and paste on the two variable names. To go long, we want a histogram bigger than 0, so we set a minimum of 0. To go short, we need a maximum of 0, so it has to be negative. And now we can see that the filter is enabled, and at the upper right corner we get the result with longs enabled or shorts enabled. This will be calculated at the following incoming tick. Currently it is disconnected, so we don't have the result yet. The filter can be enabled or disabled from the toolbar. Now let's see how we do the same on Ninja 8. First, we copy the line with the copy indicator. I will assign the name TMA for the name of the line, and on input series we look for the indicator TMA. With the same period as the line painted. And now we can see these dots are from the copied line. We can change the pattern instead of using dots. And we can see that both lines overlap, the original and the copied. And now we need to copy the close. Again, we use a copy indicator, assign a name close, and on input series we don't need to set nothing because the default is already the close. And we can see that we get dots at the close of each bar. Same as on Ninjatrader 7, we can hide this line. So we disable this option, and now we can calculate the distance between the close and the line. So we use the crossover indicator. Between close and TMA. And as a name for the histogram, I will use close versus TMA. We can also avoid to paint signals on the crossovers because we don't need them. And the first difference that we see against the Ninjatrader 7 is that we don't get historical results, only live results. If I set the crossover indicator to calculate on intrabar mode, then we can see the current bar result. And we can see the current distance between close and the line. It is negative, so it should be enabled only shorts. If we want to use this as a filter, it is the same as on Ninja 7, but the difference is that now markers is a strategy. So we add the strategy, marker plus, and on the option filter conditions, we enable the filters and the variable for longs and shorts is the same, is close versus TMA. For longs we need a minimum of 0, so it is positive, and for shorts a maximum of 0, so it is negative. And now we have the filter configured. We can enable the strategy, so markers is ready to detect and filter signals. Currently we have long disabled and shorts enabled because the price is below the line. When the price is over the line, we will get longs enabled. We can enable or disable the filter with the button, so it will trade all the signals. As we saw in previous video, we can do a trick to get historical results. So we can disconnect from current feed and connect to playback and go to the current date and time. Or to the last day and time, which is now. So now market replay, which is called playback, executes a tick by tick replay from the start of the day. So we get the historical results on this way. So now we are at current time, and now we can see the results of today. For the filter, we can see that when price is over the line, we are long enabled, and when price is below the line, we are only short enabled. This is the procedure to create a filter for any line, allowing longs over the line and shorts below the line. Hope this has been useful for you, and if you have any question, please post below this video. Thank you everyone, bye bye.